What is going on, good people of YouTube? My name is Josh, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for spending a small part of your day with me, and I hope wherever you are having a great day. Today's video will be slightly different from my previous few videos, and speaking of previous videos, if you would like to see where I would rank some of your favorite legends in Apex Legends, be sure to click the link to the playlist in the description of this video where you can see a breakdown of each legend and where I rank them. In today's video, I will be giving you 3 tips that will help you improve instantly in Apex Legends. Now, if you enjoy this video, please leave a like rating, and if you would like to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on to be notified of all of my uploads. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now, I'm assuming if you clicked this video, you have not only played Apex Legends, but are interested in taking that next step to improve your game. First, I would like to say that I commend you for that. I cannot give you a tip that will help with your drive and commitment to getting better. That, my friends, is internal and is essential in improving at not only Apex Legends, but anything in life. Don't ever lose that. The tips in this video will help those who are brand new to the game and those who have experience with it but have hit a plateau in their game-to-game success. My goal is to make the information we cover easy to understand, but if you have any questions regarding the material, please let me know in the comment section and I will respond as soon as possible. Now let's get into the first tip. A big part of the lure of Apex Legends are the legends and the abilities they bring to each player. Our first tip covers the importance of getting to know these abilities inside and out. This may seem like an easy tip, and on the surface it is. When at the legend select screen, I select Wraith, and from the information given, I know she hears voices to help guide her choices. She can phase when in trouble, and she can create a portal linking 2 dimensions for teammates to travel. Easy enough, right? Well, not so much. Apex Legends has a large learning curve, and this curve is such because it is not your typical first-person shooter. There are tons more to the game than your typical spawn in, run to a choke point, fight, and eventually die and respawn. Not the least of which is learning your legend. Each legend brings something different to the team. It is important to find out what legend best suits your playstyle. Do you like to get in the fight and play aggressive? Do you like to sit back and help support the team? These are questions you must ask yourself when deciding on which legend to play. After you have picked the legend that suits you, play them over and over and over again. Learn their abilities inside and out. Oftentimes after a death, I will review the video and look for what I could have done better. In many cases, had I just used my legend's ability, I could have avoided the death altogether. If you play as Bangalore, don't be afraid to use her smoke launcher as often as possible. This will help to develop the muscle memory that is needed to truly master a legend. When the fight gets hectic and you don't have time to think, you will be able to react to the situation using the muscle memory you developed. If you play as Wraith, practice playing aggressively, get in the opponent's face, and when you feel overwhelmed, use her phase to retreat to a safer location. Do this over and over and over again. You're going to fail a lot, but the more unique situations you find yourself in with your legend, the more prepared you will be game in and game out. Alright, stop me if you've heard me say this before. Every game in Apex Legends is unique. Well, it's the truth. From the legends you encounter to the dropship path to the end circle, no one game plays the same. This also extends to the weapons you find. Now, I have my favorite weapons, like I'm sure you do, but unlike other shooters, you may not always be privy to your favorite loadout every game. This is why it is important to get comfortable using different weapons. Before I join a public or ranked match, I make sure to go into the firing range and warm up. This is the best place to get used to each weapon and their recoil patterns. Okay, so we're here at the firing range, and I want to show you a drill that I like to do to help with recoil management. There's so much that you can do here in the firing range, but I want to focus specifically on recoil management. Now, you're going to need a couple things before you start. Go ahead and grab you a gold bag. Go ahead and get stocked up on all the ammo that you'll need. Grab whatever weapons that you want to improve upon. Get your favorite sight, and then grab you a blue mag. And you're going to come over to this wall right here. This is what you're going to be shooting at. You're going to be standing right here to start. What you're going to do is aim down sight. Do not touch the stick. And go ahead and basically fire the clip into the wall. And that right there is going to show you the recoil pattern of the flatline. So the idea here is to kind of pay attention to that. As you can see, it kind of goes up and to the left for the most part. So we know to manage this recoil, we're going to need to pull our right trigger or our right thumbstick down. Right thumbstick down and to the right. So what you want to do is you want to fire at this wall and basically use all 28 bullets, expire everything. And as you go, you'll start from here. Then you'll work your way down, work your way down, work your way down, and the spread should get tighter, so it should look something like this. And obviously we would continue to go on down until we run out of room here. But as you can see, we started off pretty good there. That one's not so good. That one was decent. That one was pretty good there. So you want to just make sure that you are trying to manage this recoil as best as possible, and just try to tighten the spread as you go on down, and do this until you feel comfortable with it. You know, I like to spend a good bit of time in the firing range warming up before I start playing. But yeah, try this drill out, and I think you're going to have success with it. The final tip of the video is arguably the most important: positioning. Positioning yourself better than the enemy in a gunfight can single-handedly win you the exchange. This can include everything from rotating, to playing around cover, to taking height on an opponent during a gunfight. These are all important factors to practice each game. When you and your squad are rotating, there are many factors to consider, as the best route to the safe zone isn't always the straight route. Players should take into account the time until the ring closes, their distance from the safe zone, and whether they hear enemy gunfire around them. If you hear gunfire close by, this may be a good opportunity to play aggressive, as third-partying is a good way to get a few quick kills. Keep in mind the amount of time until the ring closes and your distance from the safe zone before making this decision, as the last thing you want to do is win a gunfight with an enemy team, but die to the closing ring shortly after. Now, during these gunfights, make sure to always know where your cover is, and if things get too hectic, where your escape route is. Both World's Edge and Kings Canyon offer many pieces of cover to play around across the map. From rocks to buildings to caravans, there are never a shortage of structures to position yourself around. Keep this in mind during every single gunfight. At some point during the exchange, your opponent will want to play too aggressive. When you notice your enemy out in the open, this is the time to attack and secure the kill. One advantage that will almost guarantee you and your squad mates walk away victorious in a gunfight is to secure the high ground on the enemy. I cannot tell you the amount of times my squad and I have held height on an opponent, and not long after, they were back in the main lobby. High ground gives the player so many advantages, from their ability to rain down fire on the enemy to the difficulty opponents will have to return fire, as these angles you hold make it difficult for the opponent to see you. Now keep in mind the enemy will not let you fire down upon them for too long, as they will look for better positioning also. If you and your squad are able to get a knock, you may want to push off your high ground aggressively and attack the other two enemies while they are at a disadvantage. When doing this, always keep in mind the cover you have around you and your escape route, as mentioned before, as we all know there is most likely a third party coming to join the fight. Whether you're a new player looking to learn the game or an experienced player looking to take your game to the next level, I truly hope you've learned something today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. My name is Josh, thank you for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.